Hi guys, we're live. It's my hot off the press show. Come and join us to discuss the latest points in the world of football. So, yeah, sorry about that intro. I forgot I put my headphones in. But yeah, obviously we're going to talk about the latest points in the world of football. But I first want to start off with just a little banner, right? Just a little banner for all you like the haters of this particular guy, right? Read it, right? Where are the haters? Where are the haters, please? Right? Come on, you keep running your mouth about him, right? But there you go. Yeah, we're gonna have guests on. We're gonna have hopefully quite a few guests come on actually. So and as always, what I will do is I will copy the link into the description, into the comments section now, like so. And there we are. And if anyone wants to join, here's the link, and you can share your thoughts and opinions with us. And I think the best place we'll start. Yes, I'm definitely love the banner. Yes, Chris. Yes, I'm keeping it. I'm gonna keep it. I guess bollocks. I don't care if it's a football show. Right. um. Yeah. So obviously we're gonna start with sort of the major talking point, especially during the international break with the English FA, and that's the FA chairman's Greg Clark resigns after making particular offensive comments. Um, yeah, so I will just bring up the article on the BBC to uh, share that a bit. So, yeah, and I'll quickly share the screen. By the way, yeah, like I said, if anyone wants to join, like the links in the description, and it's also in the chat as well. So feel free to come on. But yes, here we go. There's the news article, and apparently it's after a remark about black players in the sport. He's resigned over the unacceptable language he has used when referring to black players. Greg said he was deeply saddened for the offence he had caused about using the term coloured, not black footballers. The comments came as he was talking about the racist abuse of players by trolls on social media to the Department for Digital Culture, Media and Sport. And uh, and he also then clarified after these comments saying his words were a disservice to our game. Um, he prompted further criticism when referring to gay players making a life choice and a coach telling him young female players did not like having the ball hit harder at them. So uh, he also said that there were a lot of more South Asians than there are Afro Caribbeans in the FA's IT department. They have different career interests. So just a number of comments that are in today's world is completely offensive, and actually should be in any day's world completely offensive. And you can't have someone, in my opinion, who's the chairman of the FA, if you want to implement change, in the sport and make it an equal, fair sport in any circumstances, then yeah, you can't say those things. You can't. It's an outrage, right? And he's really disgraced the world of the English reputation, in my view, in its reputation to sort of take the lead in sort of racism. You obviously got the FA's Say No to Racism campaign. You've got UEFA's Respect campaign. FIFA, who we know have been corrupt as hell, right, over the years. And this is probably why there's not been change implemented sooner. And this is why this needs to like not be addressed. And this happens in all sports. I mean, obviously, Lewis Hamilton's been going on about it in Formula One about the fact that there's not equal chance in their sport, and it should be that in our today's modern society of the 21st century, that we should be able to offer everyone a fair chance of competing in and doing whatever they in the sport they love to compete with. So, but what I will do is I will try and get these guests. The great things is I always have to let them know when I'm live. Right. So, but yeah, let me know your thoughts as well on this. If anyone wants to join, um, like I said, the link is there. Feel free to. So yeah, just I'll also bring up an old article at some point during this stream as well that is someone had sent to me today, which is quite sort of revealing into Arsenal's situation with Unai Emery at the time, or later on after the time. And yeah, Chris, everyone deserves to be treated. I mean, yeah, everyone deserves to be treated equally. So so and if there's any Man United fans who want to have their thoughts over some comments later on as well, because there will be some comments later on as well afterwards about Paul Pogba's latest comments whilst during his international break on his time at Man United at the minute and comparing it to the French side, which has caused obviously an outrage. I wouldn't say an outrage in what he said, in the fact of how it's been presented, in my view. And it's so easy these days for journalists to spread their own agenda rather than explain the truth. Let's just put it that way. Uh, so yeah, like I, like I said, so I will actually bring up Paul Pogba's comments as well. Uh, uh, so yeah, what I will do is I'll bring up Paul So he's quite basically said during this time away from the club that being away from Man United at the minute is like a breath of fresh air. And when he goes and plays for the French side, unlike compared to the Man United side that's been struggling, he's been able to be more express. It feels like a joy, right? And you can't blame him for that. You've got France, who are the world champions. They're playing brilliant football at the minute. They've got talented players like Griezmann, Martial, and um, many others. I think Lloris and many other French players in that side that just make such a great French team. I mean, it would be like Arsenal struggling and Thierry Henry going away and playing in that 98 side or that 2000 side. So you can't blame him for saying that being away from Man United at the minute and playing for for the French team at the minute is better than playing for Man United. He says he's also been very critical of his performances at Man United and that he needs to improve his game. He needs to for Man United, and he needs to improve performances. So he's been very critical to himself instead of just blaming it on other factors. And what's the problem is that the media and then he's taken that and gone, let's take that comment, that comment, that comment, and let's play it like this so that it fits our agenda of how, oh yeah, it's all offensive, and it ain't. And this is the problem I find with the media. And this just not happens in sport. This happens literally everywhere with the mainstream media. They like to tell stories that will push forward their agenda. They love to press stories that will forward their opinions, that will meet their opinions, and want like show the completely other side to what they want to show. For example, the reason I struggle to raise awareness through media is because their agenda is, and they know their agenda will work because it will generate more views. Is that if that here was an alcoholic drink and I've had 6 transplants, they would spread that like wildfire because it will create views. It will create utter outrage, and then they're like, people are hooked. That sells. Boom. So it's what it's. I mean, it's wrong in every sense of the word, but unfortunately, this is the sort of media we live in, especially like with the. I don't know how it is abroad. I don't know how it is portrayed in Europe, but the British press, they do it endlessly, and it's with politics, it's with sport, that's with um, social issues, health issues. They all do it so they can just put forward their agenda, their views, right, and sell as many papers, right, and get as many likes as possible. It's sometimes scandalous, utter scandalous. So I feel sorry for Paul Pogba in a way that he has to part with this all the time, right? But I bet you next minute it'll be someone else would tell you, be Marcus Rashford, or it'll be Martial. The amount of critics Martial gets is unreal, and he's a talented player. He's a talented player. If before we, if you offered me Martial at the moment to go to the Arsenal squad on the left hand side, I'd put him there. I'd have him in a shot. He's a perfect left winger for Arsenal, right? And he is so underrated and so under sort of loved and valued by men. I feel by Man United fans, and I mean, if there's any Man United fans that are watching this that completely disagree and they love Martial, please by all means, let me know. But yeah, but what I would like is if anyone is watching, I was expecting some guests to come on this evening, but hey ho. Like I said, Chris, the media are like clickbait and full of attention seekers. They even attacked Mason Greenwood about his application for training, which is which is a degree he recently lost one of his friends to. I know it's that they don't care about the person they're offending, right? The feelings it will impact on fans, the feelings it will impact on the player. They don't care. All they care about is how many papers they can sell in a heartbeat, right? That's all they care about, right? It's that's and that's the truth, and it's utterly wrong. But unfortunately, it's not going to change. It's not going to change until someone takes action against it. But there is no action they can take. So there's, in some ways, I feel very sorry for players like Pogba, Rashford, Greenwood. But yeah, I mean, what can you say? That's just absolutely ridiculous. I'd love to see AC's opinion on this if he can come on. I I am trying to message him, but yeah, obviously, I will mention uh, quickly the obviously you heard earlier this week the death of Ray Clemence, and England goalkeeper, legend, and Liverpool legend as well. So, Chris, if you want to jump on and talk about Ray Clemence, by all means, jump on. And it's a real shame that uh, an absolute legend of the sport has been lost. And a bit like with Nobby Styles as well. So it's yeah, it's it's sad to hear, but I think the one thing is he's made a very lasting impact on Liverpool and football in general. And a lot of goalkeepers, I think these days, are compared to Ray that go to Liverpool are compared to Ray Clemence uh, by by every right. I mean, it's like Arsenal signing a goalkeeper and you're comparing him to David Seaman or Bob Wilson. So it's sad to hear, uh, but I think what we can take is that he had a very good, successful career in football, and yeah, and we move on. So hopefully, in terms of Liverpool, they can go out this weekend uh, after his the first game after his passing and get a good result. Which brings me on to actually the fixtures coming up for this game. I'll tell you what, this is going to be the shortest press conference, hot off the press show in history. The way this is going. Um, Fixtures. Let me have a look. So obviously there's Nations League live tomorrow, which I will be doing England versus Iceland. This is why the hottest press show is today, not tomorrow evening. I was tempted just to not bother since England are out of the Nations League. and I was just going to do the hot off the press show tomorrow and just keep an eye on it. But thought, why not? But obviously, England were comprehensively beaten by the number one team in the world, Belgium, 2-0 in the end. And it was literally mission impossible. And unfortunately, it was too much for England to cope with away from home. And it means that England are out of the UEFA Nations League, especially as Denmark have won 2-1. And yeah, it would take a miracle. I don't even think they can get back in. Haven't seen you before, Train. Nice to see you. Time for Southgate to go. Not good enough. It could be for me. I think for me is that it's. I think the England job, to be honest, is like a poison chalice. To be honest, it's been like a poison chalice since '66. Let's be honest. We've got very good, talented players. Is Southgate the right guy to take us to the level we want to be and win an actual trophy? I don't know. Some people will go, yeah, but he got us to a semi-final, which we ain't done since 1996. But then other people say he had a very easy path to that final. But even then, you still got to put away those teams. Right? You still got to beat what's in front of you. So yeah, for me, it's difficult to call. So, but let me know. I'd actually ask now: would you give Southgate the Euros to redeem himself, or make an impression, or do you think he should be replaced now before the Euros? And yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts on that. But we'll go through the Premier League fixtures as I just mentioned. So 12:30 kickoff, which will be the first game, is Newcastle Chelsea at St James's Park. Then the 3 o'clock game will be Aston Villa Brighton, followed by Tottenham, the big game, Tottenham Man City in that game at 5:30. Then you've got Man United West Brom at 8 p.m. Then the following day, Liverpool Leicester City, which would have been under Sky Box Office, has been scrapped and put on to Sky Sports Premier League after the scrapping of the box pay-per-view plan, which I think is a relief because that was just an absolute outrage. But yeah, we've got Fulham at Everton at 12 p.m. Then the 3 games live, one after another, is Sheffield United West Ham, Leeds versus Arsenal, and Liverpool versus Leicester. Now, as an Arsenal fan, I'm not confident. Will have Arteta been able to solve Arsenal's issues over the international break? I don't know. I don't know. But in fact, what I would like to see him be a bit more positive. Though we are playing away, and it is against Bielsa Leeds United side, which are very difficult to beat. Let's not forget, Bielsa nearly got a draw out of Liverpool. If it weren't for a foul at the end of the game that gave Liverpool a penalty, right, they would have drawn that game. And that was the first game of the season for Liverpool, which is why everyone stood up and took notice of Leeds United, because they just went there with no fear. But even then, I think we should be a bit more positive. Hi Steve, hi Anthony, how are you? Right, get on here. Right, we are. Right, hi Steve. I think Southgate got one more campaign in him, which will be the Euros, to see how he does. Like I said, it's it's a bit like Arteta at the minute. Is that some people say he needs to go, some people say he needs to stay, don't he? So yeah, I feel I'll give him the Euros at least. But yeah, anyone else with any thoughts on that or want to come and share their views, right? The links in the description, the links in the chat. I'll put the link in again actually if you've right. There we are. So it's there if you want to join. What I will do is I'll quickly do the squad I want to see against Leeds United. So I will quickly share this screen right now. Oh, there we go. Now, I'd obviously burnt Leno in goal. I want to play a back four of Maitland-Niles on the right. Oh God, all these adverts. There we are. Gabriel. It might have to be David Luiz. And then I would have to put Tierney on the left. Then I would put Thomas Partey and Danny Tobias. And then I would put, since we got no one else apart from the 350k man who doesn't play football anymore, he's not even in the squad, I'd put, Willock as a CAM. Then on the left, I would put not Nicholas Pepe. What am I doing? Bukayo Saka. There, put Pepe. No, Pepe on the right, and then finally play Aubameyang where he should be, which is down the bloody middle. Right there. That's what I would do. Right now, let me know if you agree or not. Arsenal will win 2-1. If they lose, then I think Arteta will be on borrowed time. Yeah, I would say it will grow. The debate between the two, between it, will grow ever more. And it's like I've said before, I'm tied between the two. Right, I don't know. Right, part of me might say it as a reaction after a loss. Part of me will say for it after thinking about it and think, no, what is else is supposed to do? Who else is going to come in and sort it out? And how could he have sorted it out in a year when he's really been effectively been able to get to only 2 or 3 players because the amount of dead we've got on the side? So yeah, I'm torn. I really am torn over the two, right? And I'm just letting everyone else sort of share their thoughts on it. And yeah, just I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know whether to believe Arteta in. I don't know whether to believe Arteta out. Right. all I do know is that we're not good enough at the minute, and we need to be playing better. We need to be more positive. We need to be like having a plan B. What we had under Wenger was always plan A, and that was it, right? And what really pissed me off with Wenger, he never had a plan B, right? Especially during the end of his reign at Arsenal. We are coming into games with no plan B. There is no plan B at the minute. It's the same sideways, like slow, passive football. But then against Man United, we were playing a high press game and a lot more quicker game, which is why I don't get it. Chris, who are we going to get to replace Southgate? I don't think he's the right man, but just the same old problems. You can only realistically see Eddie Howe replacing him. Yeah, it's like I said. I think manager of England is like a poison chalice. It is a poison chalice. I wouldn't want that job, right? I mean, I think the only decent manager that survived any credibility, because he's still in the Premier League as a manager, is Roy Hodgson, and the fact he's been able to carve what he's managed to carve out of Crystal Palace, which is for Palace standards quite a decent performance, shows that he's as a club manager quite viable. And the reason I probably have a problem with Eddie Howe is that that's all right doing it for Bournemouth and getting them all the way to the Premier League and keeping them there for so many seasons, for 3 or 4 seasons. That's brilliant. But that's at a club level. You're going to international football. International football and international football management and club football management are two completely different things. Completely different things entirely. Which is why you see some teams doing really, really well, and some teams doing some managers do really, really well at their clubs, but if they put them in an international stage because of their record, nah, they're not as good. So it's a whole different sort of, because you're getting those players from all over the place. They haven't been playing in the same team. Right, one's playing at Real Madrid, one's playing at Barcelona, one's playing at Lyon. These players are all over Europe, and then they all come together for 2 weeks to play as a team, and that and whereas at a club you're playing all together every week, every game. So that's how it's completely different. It takes sort of a very good big character to be able to bring that team together, like a Deschamps at the minute. And I mean, you can see with Deschamps and I know everyone needs a plan B, but if plan A works, then don't need a plan B. I don't think Arteta got a plan A and let alone a plan B. Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah. Anyway, we've got a few people watching already. Please, anyone who hasn't already, like this video, share it. Share all the content on the channel. Right, you know the rest. And yeah, if anyone wants to join, please join. All right, join in. I'd love to know your thoughts on the current situation surrounding the FA and everything. Chris, I think we got lucky with the draw in the 2018 World Cup. We faced Germany. if we face Germany and Spain, who got knocked out early, we would get beat early. We will get beat Colombia, Sweden. We should be beating. Could we say we should be beating Croatia? To be honest, people say that about Croatia, but they've got some really good players in their side. I can't remember who it was now. I think it was Perisic, but he was quality that night. And there's many times that England have proven that they've got a better squad on paper, but they've been better as a team, not being better as a team. Wayne, how are you? Sean Dyche, 4-1 odds to be Paddy Power. Well, I'm not a betting man. Right, you can see by my predictions on the football all the time. They're crap. Right, so don't trust me in terms of football, in terms of scorelines, because it ain't gonna work with me. You'll lose your money very quickly if you rely on what I say. So I'll just message these guys again. So I need. So it was, yes, I mean, like Perisic, Rakitic, Modric, Mandzukic on that night, and that's as long as you've got key players like that in certain areas, they're going to cause a problem, and they really did that night. And I remember it well because I had to go to the hospital to see my dad to watch it because my dad was terminally ill. So we were sort of hoping that we could get to a final and hopefully win it, which would have been nice, but unfortunately not in that occasion. So where are all these? Yes, yeah. Like I said, if anyone wants to come on, share their thoughts, share their opinions, right, or go on about Hamilton winning the title, by all means. Right, you're more than welcome to. Because shame we couldn't exploit Lovren. Yeah. Maurice, how are you? Do you remember? Yeah, I do. The floating airball. Yeah. Time is on. How are you?
I'm good, man. How about you?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
You like the banner?
Sorry, I didn't look at my schedule when I was doing all this. I've got to hop head for work in a little bit, but I'll stay for a bit because
Oh, that's all right.
yeah,
That's
just
nice.
got time for a
No
leave.
worries. Um, yeah.
It's
What's
today
it?
the hot off the press show. Yeah, what teams are we reviewing?
I was just going through just Pogba's latest comments. Obviously, the media have tried to cause such a stir with them when actually there's nothing really to stir about, to be honest. What do you make of it?
I think it's just the media trying to create something out of nothing again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really that's all it is.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
there's a point to be made at London, or not London, what was I saying? Pogba is, he always has this thing of whenever it's international break and he's with the French squad and stuff, he always says something. But yeah, it's just a whole thing that's like taken out of context. Well,
yeah,
maybe I think so because from what I understood from it, and we covered it on the terrace and stuff like that. It's just him saying that when he's with the squad, yeah, he has fun and stuff. Obviously, he does. The likes of Griezmann and everything, they're his friends, and the fact that he's on a bad run of form, sometimes being out of your environment for a little bit can help. So yeah,
I mean, you wouldn't blame him. I mean, you've got the French side, which are world champions, for example. They're playing brilliant football under Deschamps. So, um, it's again, it's no dig at Man United. Even he came out himself saying that he's got his own issues that he needs to sort out in terms of his performances for Man United. He knows he needs to improve, but yeah, in terms of what even such as Fabrizio Romano came out and tried to make it out as, is completely wrong, and it's really sort of, I feel sorry for him in a way that he has to part with this because he has this on a number of occasions.
yeah, um, yeah. I don't know.
And I think it's like I explained earlier, it's not just with the mainstream media, English media at the minute. It's not just you find that in sport. You'll find that in all forms of media. They'd like to push forward anything that forwards their agenda or forwards their opinion or gets them the most views, which is sad, but unfortunately, it's the truth that we live in.
Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately, but again, you know, it gets them clicks and it gets them views, so they're going to keep on doing it.
Mm. Um, yeah, so your fixture, you got Newcastle at St James's Park. You should be confident that one, shouldn't you?
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting game. I don't think Maximin can give anybody in the league trouble. Callum Wilson is a great goal scorer. He's Premier League proven. Uh, I don't know, it's weird because you have Newcastle fans who don't like him, they want him out and everything. But he kept them up last season. He's not the best manager in the world, but he seems to do a job. I think Chelsea will win, but it'll be a bit of a tough game.
Yeah, I think Steve Bruce at home as well has always been not the easiest place to go to. I mean, Man United last season's found that out. So yeah, but I've with the sort of force you've got up front and the fact that your defensive capabilities are getting better by each game, as well as your attacking approach, is that yeah, I can't see anything other than Chelsea winning that game unless we get a surprise Premier League result again, because it has been quite a mad season in terms of results so far.
Yeah, but hopefully, like with Chelsea, we get to continue on this great run.
Yeah. Obviously, Greg Clark was sacked as well as his chairman as the FA over his recent comments, which just again, it seems like the last couple of times now, every time we've gone to an international break, there's been some sort of scandal, either with the players or the English FA, or just some sort of scandal that hangs over it. And I mean, the comments he made are have no place in the 21st century at all. Right? Or any century, I think in any century, to be honest. But
it's disgraceful. I don't know. It just goes to show what the thinking is with everyone over there.
Yeah, that's what I was also going to ask. Is that probably why that things have not improved every time there has been an incident?
Wait, did I cut out for a second? What did you say? Sorry.
Yeah, I was just asking. Do you think that's why, with such as comments like that things, when there has been an incident on the pitch, for example, there's no real action being taken to address it?
Yeah. Well, it's never going to be, is it? As much as we hope and stuff, it's always going to be a problem. It's there. I don't know. I'm just someone who doesn't. I just don't talk about it. And I'm just tired of talking about it all the time because it's always going to be a problem and always going to be an issue, and it's always going to be there. And I don't know how to address it. It should be something that should not be in football. But what is it that people say? Football's a working class game, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, it should be sort of not just football, in any form of society, to be honest. And yeah, I think that I hope that with what's going on outside of football with the whole issue is that things get addressed and changed as quickly as it can. Because a fair world is a better world for everyone. So,
Exactly.
yeah. England need to beat Iceland, hope Belgium thrash Denmark. I'm not getting my hopes up.
That game is tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that game's tomorrow. I was tempted to do the show tomorrow and just keep an eye on it. But I thought, since I had it already planned tonight, I thought I'd leave it as it is. But yeah, part of me is still like buzzing from Sunday, so I'm on top of the world still.
Yeah. What? Hamilton won
Yeah.
again, didn't he?
And it's again there, he's trying to address the same issues that football should be addressing as well. And I think in terms of that, what's nice about that is using that platform to create something that will be a lot fairer for everyone. Because I think that will be the best thing for, as I said, it'd be the best thing for everyone, to be honest. Let's put it that way. But do you think Arteta will be able to sort Arsenal's issues out for Leeds United?
I don't know. Why? Bielsa's a better manager than him. Bielsa's a tactical legend.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not denying Bielsa's talents at all. I think I'm generally worried about this game at Ellen Road. It's not going to be easy at all.
I know. Sorry, I'm smiling. Sorry, I just know how great Bielsa is as a manager. So
yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to let this, like last Sunday's result, just last and last and last until about 6 o'clock at Sunday, and I've known a full time result. Yeah, so I'll be coming back straight back down to earth. When are you getting those PS5s? I've got one coming. Apparently, I've got one coming.
right. PS5s. When are you getting? Oh, he's today, tomorrow. Because the games are already there and stuff. So yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not personally buying one.
Well,
Not until there are games out there that I really want.
well, what the one I've got the Call of Duty one at the minute. And what they've done is that you can buy it so you can play on PS4 and the PS5 if you download it, because you can also do it via discs as well. So, and I have one that's pre-ordered. So, luckily.
Wait, you're doing a giveaway?
No.
PS5 giveaway?
No way! I ain't that rich.
You bought for yourself?
Yeah, I bought that from. Yeah, that was my birthday present.
Well, come on, guys. Let's get these viewers and subs up. Then Stephen can do a giveaway.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
He's laughing, but he's not answering the question. Okay.
We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. PC. I can't be asked for PC. Usually if I start putting on my PC, it ends up crashing. Yeah, probably anyway. So, yeah, I'm like I said with Arteta. I think and he's already mentioned it, like that. He's more Arteta out now than in. The problem I just got with is that who you're going to replace him with at the minute, and who really could do a better job with that side at its current form. And I do feel that until we get some of these players off the wage bill, his sort of hands are tied. It's like one of his hands are tied behind his back. So, yeah, for me, I'm in between. I'm on the fence. Let's just put it that way.
On Arteta?
Yeah, on Arteta, yeah. Right. What from a rival's point of view in general, what do you think about it?
I don't see the hype or the gas about Arteta. What do I personally think? I think he's good. You know, he's an average manager. He could be world class one day. But I think the overhype and overpraise of him puts unnecessary pressure and expectations of him. And if he doesn't, like, for example, that whole thing of win the Champions League in 3 years and stuff like that, that is now the expectation, right? And if he doesn't meet that, like, if you don't get Champions League football this season, or finish top four or win the Europa League this season, for Champions League football for next season, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That means you have 1 year left in your 3-year plan to win the Champions League. And I don't know if that's a joke or if that's real, but it was said. And the manager said it, we can only take it as fact. So, expectation. And it's tough, it's unnecessary pressure. And I have the same thing with Chelsea fans. They say stuff like win the league and stuff like that, the season and stuff. And I don't expect that from Frank, because as much as our squad, I would say it's one of the best, if not the best in the league. That's great. But the manager, I have to see that from Frank, that he's capable of doing it. If we won the FA Cup last season, I would have said, yeah, but due to different circumstances, injuries and stuff like that, we didn't win it. Cool. I need to see something this season.
No mention of Aubameyang, of course.
If we won, if we win the FA Cup this season, get to the Champions League quarterfinals or something, we finish second or third, and we're in the title race, then I'll say, yeah, next season we will win the league. But like I said, I need to see something, and I haven't seen it as of yet for him to be that guy. But it doesn't mean I don't back him.
I can see also people saying win the league. If they're saying that now, I could see their point to an extent because Liverpool aren't streaking away, Man City aren't streaking away. Right, the results are up and down like a yo-yo, and I mean it could quite easily. I mean that team at the minute is probably more consistent than any other team in the Premier League right now. Right, on its current
Yeah,
form.
but that's because the games we've just played are against teams that we should be beating anyway. We have a run of games now until
But the
like
thing
around
is that you expect Liverpool to turn up to Aston Villa.
yeah, but Aston Villa are a really good team, as Arsenal know, and
Oh, not denying that.
we
Yeah,
are yet to play them, and it's a bit of a because we know how good Grealish is. The only good thing is that Ross Barkley won't be playing, which could affect them possibly. I yeah, I don't know. I'm not. We have these run of games now against difficult opposition. We've got to play Leeds, Everton, United, or not United, City, Spurs, Arsenal on Boxing Day. Get through those period of games. Let's see where we lie. Then I'll say we can go win the league, or we can. We'll definitely be in the title race, or close enough to winning it and stuff like that. Because I can't because the reason why, but you can say Liverpool have all these injuries, cool, but Klopp is a world class manager, no? So I expect world class managers
yeah.
to be able to pull something out of the bag. The same about Pep. He's a world class manager. I expect the world class manager to be able to pull something out of the bag. Plus, he got all these transfers this season. He doesn't have massive injuries like Liverpool do. Frank isn't a world class manager, so I'm not expecting the title this season. Also, it looked like with Jose when he finished second with that United team, that was one of his best ever achievements, and I believe that because him being a world class manager with that team, it wasn't. It's not good enough. It's not a good team. It wasn't a good squad at all. But yeah, he was still able to finish second. So it's like a thing of I back it.
Mm.
Yeah. If Frank wins it this season, it's a great achievement. It's a good achievement. Yeah, but
Oh,
I don't know.
it's quality achievement. To be honest, it's quality. Chris, Liverpool fan, did Chelsea have to win trophy this season with the money they've spent?
I don't just think it's the money that we spend. It's to get on this course of winning the title next season and getting us back and staying up there and stuff like that. Then we need to, win a trophy for that winning mentality. Yes. Because we
But
have a lot of young players that are meant to be there for the future, like Werner, Havertz, Mount, and James, and everyone. Cool. Those young players need that winning mentality early because, yeah, we have experience around them, Thiago Silva, Aspilicueta, etc. But they're not going to be around forever. They're not going to be the mainstays in the team forever. You need to build that winning mentality quickly and then continue it because if the goal next season is to win the league or challenge it or whatever, then you need that winning mentality to push you over the line. That's why when Poch was at Spurs, as great as he was doing, I never took them winning the league a serious threat because they didn't have a winning mentality. If they had won even the Carabao Cup, then I would have taken them seriously next season or the following season to go win the league because it gives you that mentality, winning a trophy.
I mean, yeah,
So
I mean that's why you saw such success with Ferguson, for example. The amount of years he managed to keep winning the league with that uh, mentality going in the side, and which is why he is the best Premier League manager uh, that's been in the Prem. So and his records are clear to see. So um, I just put this like just to wind Marcus up. Sorry, but what I will quickly say is anyone watching is like Prime made sure my came when I was not feeling too great for a stream, so I appreciate it for that.
No problem, bro. Anytime, when I'm always available and stuff, I'll jump on.
Yeah, cool. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get
Yeah,
out
I
of
mean,
here.
you not say that about
Jog
everyone.
on.
You can say
Yeah.
that. You can say that about. You can say that about everyone. I mean,
So what? Schumacher, you cast him as the greatest, but his car was just as good.
yeah, I know, but I'm just making that thing of like it's not necessarily a valid argument.
Yeah, I
'Cause you
mean,
can
you've
have
got
just because you have the fastest car doesn't mean anything.
yeah, and then if he has the fastest car, you may not notice there's two of them. So he's got to beat one. He's got to beat one of them who's in the same machinery.
Yeah.
So I'm not having that. I'm not. That's absolute nonsense to me. That's why I didn't like support that view when Vettel was doing it with Red Bull before Hamilton won his next one. Right, 'cause he won four on a bounce, and everyone said it was the car. So you've got to be able to beat it. If you've got the first person you beat is your teammate in the same machinery, right? Then you compete with everyone else. And I'm sorry, he's been able to produce performances that are just outstanding and just that are up there in the history books of Formula One and wherever will be. And I
This
think
is how you
people
know
need
how
to.
good he is. I don't watch Formula One. I don't know much about it, but I
Mm,
know he is one of the best, if not the best. So if that
right,
means
and
anything,
yeah, and to be honest, is that anyone who I think can't accept that has got an agenda.
exactly. Like the only way I'll say he's not good is just to banter Stephen and anyone else who likes Formula One. But other than that, you can't deny uh, how great his what he's done. What seven? Was it seven titles?
7 titles
What
equal to
is
Michael
has
Schumacher.
in a
He's
month?
equal to Michael Schumacher. He's won more victories than Michael Schumacher, who has the record, who had the previous record. Right,
Mhm.
more pole positions than anyone else, more podiums than anyone else, more points finishes than anyone else. Do you want me to keep going?
What is the in terms of football? Since I can understand, what is that
It's
equivalent?
that's like what Ferguson was doing with Man United in terms of winning league after league after league after league, right?
Mhm.
And winning Champions Leagues as well and cups as well, right? The amount of tally in terms of his what he won as a manager with Man United in the Premier League
Did
is
he seven titles? Did he? Is that a record? Is that like winning
that's
three Champions
equaling
Leagues in
yeah
advance or going invincible and something like that? That's a big achievement? Yeah.
yeah in Formula One terms that's the previous the ultimate record of championships is set by Michael Schumacher at 7. He's equaled that, and then he's won more Grand Prix than him, more pole positions than him. So in statistic terms now, he is by far the best statistically.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
look, I mean, by the way, Mercedes car was investigated at the start of the season, and they said it was fine. So go and watch Formula One, mate. That's what I say. Just like stop having an agenda, right? And just look. I hate Verstappen because of his attitude. But if he went and went to championship and beat Hamilton, I'd say fair play, right? Because that's an achievement. So, but there you go. There you go. That's all I'm saying on the matter. To be honest, I'm not hearing any sort of excuse. Oh, it's the car. It's always that and all the other. Because if it's the car, then you jump in it and drive. If you think it's that easy, right? It's like it's like telling a football player to be able to play football when you're completely crap yourself. If you get what I'm coming from.
Exactly. I hate when people say stuff like, "Oh, like I can do a better job than Gareth Southgate." I mean, I doubt it. He may not be the best manager, but he is a professional, football manager. He is a manager, so he must have some sort of idea, somewhat what he's doing. Even if he is doing a poor job, it's not like anyone else can do better.
Mm. Is he in? I think he's thought about that. Yeah, Hamilton is an Arsenal fan.
Lewis Hamilton is Arsenal fan, which helps. But yeah.
The reason I found that out is because they asked him to speak about Hamilton's Wenger's retirement, right, or resignation from Arsenal, right? And I was like, man, he's having to go through the same pain we do, right? But I think winning all those races, I don't think his pain's too bad, to be honest. So, but yeah, I mean, back on like football terms, is what do you think about Tottenham and City?
Oh, the game.
Yeah,
Spurs will win.
Spurs.
Yeah.
I think it'll be close, right?
Yeah,
They've got a good chance of winning.
This is a big game. It requires tactical nous, and I don't trust Pep in big games.
Yeah, I could
Jose in
see
big
it.
games, so
Yeah, I think after the Champions League at the end of the summer was quite clear. With Pep in some of his decisions in big games. I think it would be close, very close, and I do think Tottenham have a genuine chance of winning. Do they though? Is another matter to me.
winning the league. Do they have a chance? I mean, sure. Can they challenge? Yes, I think they can. Will they do it? I don't know. It just depends on what Jose's priorities are. But they can challenge. Chelsea can challenge. City can challenge. Liverpool. Maybe Everton because of how great of a manager Ancelotti is. But yeah, then again, I'm saying they can. We might go through this period of international football, then the top four is how the top four was last season and stuff. So again,
Wayne, I love this comment. Look, you can add those 7 titles to Arsenal's cabinet.
I mean,
It helps. Stops the dust getting into the cabinet, doesn't it? That's a good one. Right. Oh, look, it's still going on, isn't it? How could it be illegal? They test it before every race, you twit. Go and watch Formula One. Jesus Christ. Come back to me when you know something. But yeah, I think Man City, Spurs. It's like you said with the mentality. Have they got that mentality to win the league? Is very doubtful. And I think in terms of like the team itself, if it doesn't win a title in the next couple of years, that team could easily be broken up. I'd probably see other players going in other places to try and get success.
yeah, that's why they brought in Jose.
Yeah, because I think they need
quick success. Yeah.
We got Wayne.
I'm here.
Yes, mate. How are you?
I'm all right.
That last comment's quality.
I mean, you could add them, but you can't. So
yeah, I know.
You're stuck with the FA Cups and
three. We got three. We got three.
And
three.
how many charity shields have you got in the last 3 years?
I don't know. I'm not an expert in charity shields.
Well, you always win them when you win the FA Cup.
Most charity shields out of everyone.
What about your? Don't you have a pre-season cup that you win?
Yeah, the Arsenal Emirates Cup.
Yeah, the Emirates Cup.
Which is a knockoff of the FA Cup.
Hang on, we've won 13 titles here. Where does that gone?
When was your last title?
2004. So I won.
Okay, cool. That's where it all went then. Great.
Yeah, that's when we took over
I
the thing.
love how Stephen's just taking all of this because anyhow Chelsea lose to Arsenal, boy.
I'm not buying into it. I'm not biting. I'm not biting.
No, because that will literally make the Christmas for you and Marley and every Arsenal fan will just be giving banter towards.
Yeah, I'm saying no, but the thing is that a lot of Arsenal fans will then just go, "Oh well, we've won this, we've won this, we've won this, won this, won this. You've done this, you've only done that, you've only done this," and I'm like, "Yeah, but they've won more than us in the last 10 years. I really couldn't care. That's the past.
Exactly.
I want to win
some
something."
years.
They look like in a better position to win something this season than we do. Facts are, you look like you could win it this season. We don't even look like we could even get top 4 this season.
Maybe top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Let's not go that far.
What do you mean? Let's not go that far. I can name 10 teams in the league that are as good, if not better than Arsenal.
I will say this: if we finish,
Leeds is better than Arsenal.
Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Man United, Leicester, Wolves, Leeds, Aston Villa, Southampton, Crystal Palace. Oh, I left out Everton as well. Okay, cool.
Oh.
That's. I didn't even know I left out Everton.
oh god!
Wow. If you guys finish 11th.
Look! I'm not having. No. We're not. We're fine. We're good.
You might because
Look,
if we finish top 6, so
I
you might get
honestly will
relegated out
say
top 10.
on this channel, if we lose 11, if we finish 11th by the end of the season, I'll be the first one at the end saying Arteta out.
You be the what?
I'll be the first one saying Arteta out if that's the case.
Stephen, can you?
He'll be long gone before then.
That needs to get clipped up. Full screen and say that again, please. That's getting clipped up. You clip me up.
If we finish 11th this season, Arteta needs to go.
But he would already been gone if you're like 11th towards May.
Steve, Wayne, I don't even think so. Look how long it took them to sack Emery.
Look how it took. Look how
it could be the end of the season.
No, I'm going to bet one on that. Look how it's long to get rid of Wenger.
No,
his fingers are legend, so I kind of understand it.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're not. This is where I can't think straight. Right, with Wenger, I don't care if he won this like an FA Cup of the year before he retired. Right, he should have been gone ages before. End of story. Should have been after 2014 at least. So and that's what 4 years of trying to get rid of him. But
yeah.
It's like I said, if we finish 11th and they don't get rid of Arteta because with that and we've got absolutely nothing, right? Then I don't see how the manager can stay in the job.
If you guys finish 11th, Arteta doesn't get sacked, and Spurs win the league.
I'll be
Arsenal are finished. No Arsenal fan can ever say anything again. You're finished.
No, I'll just have to book appointments with Nigel just to say I give up living.
That might be a bit too far.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, when you say that, what's more realistic? Arsenal finishing 11th or Spurs winning the league?
Also, what's more realistic?
Yeah.
Arsenal finishing 11th.
Really? What's more realistic? Arsenal getting relegated or Spurs winning the league?
Arsenal getting relegated.
He just doesn't want to admit that Spurs has a chance.
Arsenal fan TV in the Championship. That's what I want to see. Arsenal fan TV in the Championship. Oh my god.
No.
What, having to watch your highlights on Quest?
Oh God. What is it? AFTV outside. Is that AFTV disappoint result DT? Right, losing to Bristol.
No, you guys will have to play Millwall in the Championship.
Oh
Wow.
fuck. No.
That will be a London. You know that will be a London derby as well.
That'll be a scrap.
You look.
You know how Arsenal fans always say we've never been relegated. You can not only can you never say that again. I don't think you guys can ever banter Spurs.
Whose trophy drought will end first, Tottenham or England?
Probably Tottenham. Tottenham have a better manager.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. But then their trophy, their trophy, in terms of league titles, their trophy drought has been longer than.
Yeah,
England.
but Stephen, it doesn't have to be a league title. A Carabao Cup is still a trophy.
Well, yeah, if you're talking about then it's probably what is it? Was 2010 something like that? I don't know. So, yeah, it's England probably longest by a long shot. Right, I'm going to be long gone by the time England win a World Cup. I've already
you say that as a joke, but maybe England.
I'm not saying that as a joke. I actually genuinely think
England have the better chance out of the other countries around this kingdom. Can't see Scotland winning anything.
Scotland could win something before England. Scotland could fluke themselves to winning something.
Yeah.
England couldn't even fluke themselves to winning winning
a penalty shootout.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. But that penalty shootout was quality there. Like Scotland. I told you should have stayed on to do a watch along for that game.
Should I?
Yeah, because Scotland won on penalties.
Oh God.
It was quality.
You want to stay up all night?
Everyone was crying. It was the 22 years in the making. It was their first ever qualification.
Yeah, last time was it? Yeah, last time they were. Was it
1998?
1998. I thought it was 1996.
No, I don't know which one it was for.
I definitely know it was 1996.
Must have been for the Euros.
Yeah, because Euro 90. I definitely know they're in Euro 96.
Wait, hang on.
Actually, if someone could find that out, it'd be awesome. I'm gonna be dead when England wins something. Trust me. So in 2100.
Will football even be around by then?
I don't know.
There was Euro 98 in France.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
So
no, it's World Cup. No, it's World Cup. Hang on, it was World Cup 98. It was World Cup 98.
Oh yeah. Hang on.
Come on.
Yeah, I know you only have one international trophy, but don't disrespect it.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think they could have been in that. Let's see if Scotland were in that.
I don't think Scotland were in the World Cup 98. I don't think they were. I could be wrong, but I don't think they were.
I think they were. Wait, yeah, they were. They're in Group A with Brazil.
Mercedes jacket. I mean, I'm assuming the Mercedes jacket is expensive.
Yeah, of course it's expensive. It's going to have branding and logos all over it.
Okay, cool. So you're going. I'm assuming. Actually, no. Overpaying would mean that it's not worth it. I'm assuming it is worth it. So.
I instead of spending it at Arsenal, why I'm not going to get success, I'm spending it on Mercedes. Why I'm going to get success. So.
How much is it? Roughly, you don't have to say the exact amount.
It was about 60 quid.
Oh, I was thinking that it'd be like PS5 cost, but yeah, it's worth it,
no,
obviously.
no, 60. It was about 60, £70 for a jacket.
Oh, cool. Then yeah, even I would buy one. It looks nice.
Yeah, the shirt was about 55.
It's not expensive. That's not even expensive. I thought it was going to be expensive. That's not even expensive.
Yeah, it depends
Or
what
it's
you
not,
get.
it's not what
I've
I
got
thought it
a
would be. That's fine.
I've got a soft shell jacket one, which is the year before, which was 120. Right, and that's a jacket. Right, that
Exactly.
protects you, right? But
How much
yeah,
would be an Arsenal jersey or an Arsenal, training jacket or something?
yeah, it would be about 80, 90 quid. So I don't know.
Okay, so you're saving money.
Yeah. TD, how are you?
This guy keeps buying them all the time.
Good, mate. How are you?
I don't. Yeah, I'm all right. You talk facts. Yeah, really. You ain't seen the records then, so you really talk facts, don't you?
Well, the link is in the chat. Come on.
If you really talk facts, right, come on and say it. Come on. You know I'll roast you in 5 seconds.
Okay.
Fact. But yeah, how are you, TD?
Good. I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm saying the banner's showing up. I'm still buzzing.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think? Leeds United, Arsenal.
In retrospect to what, like?
Do you have any confidence we'll win the game?
Yeah. Well, I don't see why we shouldn't have confidence. I think that we have a perfectly good chance to win against Leeds, and a perfect good chance to win against Chelsea. To be honest, when we play them in the calendar year.
What?
He's jumping too far. Focus on your games coming up before you talk about our Boxing Day match.
I'm just saying that we have a perfectly equally good chance to win against you guys and also to win against Leeds. Like,
oh, but you're talking about the one-off games. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a perfectly good chance, but yeah, you have a chance.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's like I said, you're going against a Bielsa side, and Bielsa's going to be no fool. Let's put it that way. Right, especially after he's already played us once already in the FA Cup last season.
And he played you guys off the park.
First half, he definitely did. Right, I think the second half we responded quite well, but the first half we were played off the pitch. So it leaves it.
I would tend to disagree there. I think for the first 20 minutes, I think they played well, but the next 80, I think we controlled the game. And let's not forget that Leeds have never beaten us ever at all. So
and Arsenal haven't beaten Man United in 14 years, and yet you beat them 2 weeks ago. So
yeah,
records are there to be broken.
Yeah, what's your point though?
Records are there to be broken. 1, 2. I'm not saying Leeds will beat Arsenal.
Can I just hang on?
I'm saying I don't think Arsenal will win.
Can I just say that? That's what the previous championship record holder, Michael Schumacher, said. Carry on.
And
yeah, but Schumacher's better than Hamilton anyway. So anyway, what were you saying, TD?
What's your point? George Graham was the last, or Herbert Chapman was the last manager to win against. Was the first Arsenal manager to win against Old Trafford at their home ground. What's your point?
My point is, I'm saying that your point is that it doesn't matter. None of all that matters, does it? Records are there to be broken. No one had ever gone invincible before, but Arsenal did.
Yes, and Liverpool took 30 years before winning the title. So what, like?
Yes, but you're backing my own point. The records are there to be broken.
The records are there to be broken. I mean, let's put it in numbers. Right,
Any record can be beaten on any given day. Doesn't mean it's necessarily going to happen. Like, you know, you could.
Okay, yeah, but I also said I don't think Arsenal will beat Leeds.
Well, that's your opinion. I think.
It is my opinion. I never said it was a fact.
TD, I wouldn't be disappointed with a draw. To be honest,
I would. I think it's 2 points dropped if you get a draw. I think it's a must-win game.
You got to look at this. Like they should have drawn against Liverpool. They should have drawn against Liverpool. That's fact.
Liverpool. They should have won against Liverpool when I was watching them.
You think they should have beaten Liverpool? And Liverpool are a better team than Arsenal are. So if they can almost beat Liverpool, I'm sure they can beat Arsenal or at least get a draw.
Liverpool and Arsenal play in two different individual ways. It's two different setups. True.
Well, Liverpool are Premier League champions.
Liverpool play into Leeds' hands because ultimately, I think Leeds would be kicking themselves because I think Leeds should have won that game. To be completely honest with you, I was watching that game for the full 90 minutes, and to be honest, like I think defensively they're quite poor, but going forward they're good because obviously they create chances.
Yeah, but Arsenal don't create chances going forward, and defensively you're poor.
No, we don't because we have zero creativity.
Yeah, and defensively Arsenal are poor.
Defensively, we're better this season than we've ever been. That's a fact.
Yeah, but there's no point. But there's no point in having a great defense if you're gonna not score goals.
Arsenal don't even have a great defense.
Up until the Aston Villa game, we were the best defense in the league up until the Aston Villa game.
Yes, but you're still conceding a lot of chances on goal.
No, we haven't.
Yes, you are. The Aston Villa game is just the first time you've actually been punished.
Yeah.
If you look at the record, we haven't actually under Unai Emery, we're conceding 17 to 20 shots a game. Under Mikel Arteta, we're conceding 8 or 10 shots a game. It's
TD. Let me just TD. Let me stop you there. Hang on, fine.
So because you're conceding a little bit more than an extreme, ridiculous amount of chances, you're saying that's better because it's not as bad as Unai Emery. You're telling me that is better. No, that's a small club mentality to have, my bro. That's a small club mentality. You can't say conceding, well, you said 8 to 10 chances or something per game is not a lot because under Emery you're conceding like 25 or whatever. No, that's still a lot of chances. I wouldn't have that in my club.
Look, I mean, I'm not gonna. I'll sit here and say that. Yes, under Mikel Arteta, we have improved defensively in terms of stopping chances on goal and stuff like that, especially compared to Emery. But unfortunately, we are still making very, very key mistakes in various instances of the game, and it's just against Villa. We just played into their hands, and 2, the mistakes we made were so comical, right? That some of it was offensive to defending, right? Honestly, I mean, how is Bellerin not covering, right? And why is Nketiah doing Bellerin's job? Why? It's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but in that instance,
to be completely honest, I'm not sitting here and saying that the Aston Villa is a great result. I'm not sitting here for a minute saying the Aston Villa is a great result. Everyone had a poor game. Everyone. Gabriel had a poor game. Everyone had a poor game. No one had a great game. But if you look at the Man United result, that everyone played well. So it's two positives. One was positive, one was negative. And ultimately, Mikel deserves the entire this end of this year and the next year to the next 2 years to rebuild and fix what's been an issue. And let's be completely honest, as Arsenal fans, let's be completely honest with the facts, right? The facts are, right, Chelsea at the moment are ahead of us in the last 15 years and are the most successful club in the last 15 years. Fact.
In the last 20 years.
15, 20 years, whatever, yeah? They've won more trophies than us. Fact, right? At the moment, Liverpool are ahead of us. At the moment, right? There's no escaping it. Man City are ahead of us right now. At the moment, the way that Tottenham are playing at the moment, they're ahead of us right now. Okay? And the fact of the matter is, Mikel deserves the next 2 years to try and fix the mess that he's been left with. And he's won a trophy in his first full season, right? And he deserves his time. And the people who are not given to give him time need to reevaluate the situation. And let's be honest, no top manager is going to be coming into this in the first full year and getting top 4. Fact. No. And
I can name you better managers that would.
Ancelotti's got to do it.
Ancelotti would do it. Jose would do it.
not in the first full season they would.
Conte.
Yes, in their first full season they would.
No, I don't think they would.
Because they are better managers that are available, or they were available at the time. Rafa
Look, I
Benitez
said it-
would also get you top 4 this season,
Can I just
or at least
also
win
add?
the Europa League, which gets you Champions League football for next season.
Can I also just add as well is that when we got Arteta in, we got him at the same time as Ancelotti, and I actually sat there and said, why haven't we got him? Why didn't we get Ancelotti?
Ancelotti ain't getting top 4 this season. I'm telling you that for now for free.
No, okay, cool. You said who would do it with this Arsenal team. I just named you 3 managers that would. Ancelotti could get top 4 with Everton this season.
He could, the way they're playing.
He has more of a chance to do it than Arsenal do.
The only reason they've dipped form the last couple of games is because they've had key injuries. They're playing better than us.
It's too early to call who's going to get top 4 this season. It's wide open. Arsenal have a better chance of getting top 4 just as well as Chelsea do.
What, this season?
Yeah, this season.
Top 4? No, so wait, so you think Arsenal can get top 4?
I do.
So you have just as good of a chance as Chelsea.
You're 8 games in, and you've already got
okay, cool. So let me ask you this: because I have you guys finishing 7th, so if Arsenal finish 7th, Arteta should get sacked.
No.
Why should he not get sacked? He's failed his objective. In your eyes, he's failed his objective.
He deserves. As I said at the start of the conversation, he deserves the next 2 years to get into trying to get into the Champions League.
No, but if I don't see anything for you to be warrant that, the only way you deserve it is if you're performing. If you're not performing, i.e., finishing 7th in your first full season, when you should be getting top 4, because you said have just as good of a chance as Chelsea, and I think Chelsea will finish 3rd or 2nd and could possibly. Challenge, and we will win a trophy.
Prime, that's your opinion. You think Chelsea are going to finish the 2nd or 3rd, right? And you're saying Arsenal is going to finish 2nd, right? 7th, right? In my opinion, I personally think we're going to finish 4th this year.
Cool.
But
there's a lot of people fans, pundits, everyone who think Chelsea will get into the top 4. They'll finish like 3rd or 2nd and stuff like that. People are saying Chelsea should challenge for the title with the players and signings that we have. People are saying because of Liverpool's injuries, Chelsea should not go on and win the league. So if that's all true and Chelsea are up there, what you think Arsenal have just a bit of a chance then of getting top 4 as Chelsea, but Chelsea are way and above that top 4, then what metric, what understanding do you have of proving that or backing that? Because it's your opinion, and that's cool, but what do you have to back that opinion with?
Personally, for me, I think in a long-term retrospect, I think we'll get into the top 4. We'll just get into the top 4, not necessarily because we'll play that great. Look at the end of the day, right? Maybe we'll get into the top 4 because we played well, and maybe we'll get into the top 4 because all the other teams around us will drop points. Maybe that will be a factor. We don't know. But personally, one of those two things is quite plausible in happening at this current stage, because the top 4, as I said, is wide open. And to be honest, like I think Chelsea will probably finish 3rd this year, to be completely honest with you. And that's not disrespecting Frank Lampard in any way. Personally, for me, if Chelsea want to go win a title, then Frank Lampard's not going to be your manager to do that. Personally, with this squad, maybe next year he will do it. When he gets another group of players in, I don't know, because defensively Chelsea is still quite poor. But going forward, they create more chances than us, and they will score more goals than us. Let's be realistic here. With the front three that they have and their midfield that they have, they're going to create chances and then they're going to score goals. But defensively, they're still going to concede goals. But they're not going to lose games. Even with the goals that they do concede, they're still not going to lose games. Or maybe they'll lose some games that they were meant to win, but they'll draw some few games. But so, yeah.
Can I just quick before we carry on with this? I've put this right because this guy's on a wind up, right? And I said, if you really talk truth, because he says he talks the truth apparently, right? Back your point, right? Yeah. He's now come out and said, right, as Chris come out defending, right, saying that I'm being rude. Explain. I said, quite easily, mate. If you talk facts, come on and back it. If you don't, jog on.
You don't have to be watching. If you don't have to be watching this channel, if you find him rude.
Yeah, I mean, and I wasn't at any point. So, like, if he just can't accept the obvious. So there we are. But yeah, I mean, Arsenal at the minute, I don't see any consistency with them at the minute. I don't see any sort of justification that makes me think, yeah, we got top four here. I literally don't. Like, it wasn't like, say, when we did go on that 22 game unbeaten one with Emery, where everything at that point looked a bit rosy and we thought, we could have a chance here. But at the minute now, I just don't see it. I don't see it at all.
Yeah, and that's because of the Aston Villa result. That's why you don't see it. If we beat Leeds, it's not because
of the Aston Villa results, TD. It's the last 3-4 fucking games. We're too fucking negative. You may not notice, we need to be a bit more positive to win a game. Right? I mean, it's not good enough. I'm sorry. Some of those performances are not good enough. Aubameyang's not scored in 3-4 games because we're using him wrong. We're playing Maitland-Niles. We're playing Bellerin.
He scored against Man United. What are you talking about?
What?
He scored against Man United.
He scored a fucking penalty.
That's still a goal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a fucking penalty. He shouldn't be scoring from 12 yards. I should be scoring from 12 yards. I'm sorry, TD. I'm sorry, I'm not. You're playing Aubameyang down the left when you should be playing in the middle. You should be playing Bellerin.
He scored 22 goals from the last season from the left.
I don't care, right? Lacazette's not scoring, right? Aubameyang should be in the middle. Saka on the left. Bellerin should be off.
I agree.
Bellerin should be off doing it. Hang on, let me finish.
I agree he should be in the middle.
Let me just finish.
I agree, Stephen. He should be in the middle. But
I know, but just let me finish. Bellerin should be pissing off to a fucking catwalk, not on a fucking football pitch. He should be replaced by Maitland-Niles, but instead we keep him on the fucking right, so then Aston Villa can then tear us a new one.
What has he done this season to warrant being in the first team? He hasn't done anything this season. Bellerin's been okay. He hasn't
been okay. Why isn't Nketiah doing Bellerin's job for the Villa goal? Why? You tell me why. Nketiah's not the right back. He's a striker.
Because it's down to Arteta's system. Because that's what Arteta wants him to be doing.
Right, so Bellerin's not even in the same picture because he's so far forward because he can't see fucking defensively that he needs to be doing his job. Maitland-Niles will be doing that, and he'll be helping Pepe at the same time. Pepe plays better with Maitland-Niles. You know that's true.
I don't think he does.
Oh my!
I don't think he does. Oh Bellerin is much more creative than anything Maitland-Niles going forward.
What the? Yeah, he's about as creative as his fashion shows. That's how creative he is. He's fucking brilliant. You know what? Right.
Bellerin,
Yeah, he's so
Bellerin,
brilliant. He was picked for Spain. Wow, what did he do? I hope they have
Bellerin is good going forward, but defensively, he needs to improve.
No,
I'm not.
Bellerin needs to do one. Bellerin needs to do one. Right? I could do better.
From Wayne. Right, lads, I'm off. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm off.
Sorry, I had to do that.
Love it.
Yeah, I've got to go because there's that thing called Celebrity, and
What?
it's quite addicting to watch now.
Are you mad?
Yeah, I'm very mad, but it's actually
you want to see celebrities eat shit.
yeah.
What the fuck?
It's reality TV.
What? I don't get this world. I don't get this world. It's all full of it's all full of celebrities, but like I've got to do this to get more fame.
Right. Well, you're doing that watch along tomorrow.
Yeah, I will be doing a watch along tomorrow. I don't know why, but there you go. I will.
Wait, I swear you had a schedule for the England-Belgium game.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling up to it.
Oh, all right. Because I saw that, I was just like,
yeah,
that's could be live.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned about Prime checking in on us because I told him that he was going to come and join, as well as others, and I said I had to cancel because I wasn't feeling up to it.
All right.
Tomorrow I should be okay. And then I got to go straight to bed afterwards. So I got hospital in the morning, like about 9 in the morning, something like that. Right.
All right. See you then.
All right. See you later, mate. Cheers. Yeah. Thanks for coming on.
No worries.
Right. Right. So. Right. I'm sorry. I'd like to see a flat rock 4, right, with Leno, Maitland-Niles, Gabriel, David Luiz, Tierney, Partey, Ceballos, Saka on the left, Pepe on the right, Aubameyang down the middle, and Willett in behind Aubameyang. Simple as that. Right? That's the best thing I can see at the minute because
that's not happening. Let's be realistic here. Him going to a back 4 is about as realistic as Arsenal winning the league. Let's be honest. And right now, because ultimately we don't have the midfield players to go to a 4 at the moment. Maybe after January we will, but at the moment,
no, we won't. Not with our board. If we're being realistic, no.
Well, speaking about it, Solversite and Aouar's already been touted around as coming in January. So,
how many times do we hear this? All right, you get someone in January, then all of a sudden, as soon as the window hits, they go, we can only do loan moves.
And you never know, Mustafi and Kolasinac might be gone in January, or before, or afterwards.
Oh well, can you let me know because I can book them? I'll be their personal taxi. Right, I'll take them to the airport myself. Right, free of charge. Hang on, I would change Willett for Martinelli when he's back. That's the thing as well. Martinelli comes back. That might be an option as well.
Personally, for me, Maitland-Niles doesn't work in a back 4. He's not a back 4. He's a back 5 player. If we're going to use him, personally, Maitland-Niles, he doesn't work in a 4. He works in a 5. He's not a right back. He's a wing back.
He's been working on both. I'm sorry, he does 10 times the better job than Bellerin. Right, Bellerin
in a 5. In a 5, he does. Not in a 4.
Bellerin, get this through your head. Bellerin is literally as good as my little toe.
Bellerin's
That's
better than
how
Maitland-Niles
crap he
this
is.
season.
He
Bellerin
is
has been
shite.
better.
And
Bellerin,
that is how low our standards got.
you have to be real with it. Bellerin
We've
is
gone
better
from
than Maitland-Niles
Lauren.
at this present time. At this present time,
You've gone from Lee Dixon to Bellerin. Look at the difference.
yeah, of course there's difference. Lee Dixon is better than Bellerin. I'm not sitting here and saying he's not. I'm just saying at the moment Bellerin has been better than Maitland-Niles, and
No, he
Maitland-Niles
hasn't. No, he hasn't.
yes,
No one
he
any
has.
service.
Yes,
No,
he
he
has.
hasn't. No,
Yes,
he
he has.
hasn't. No, he
I can
hasn't.
think of 4 instances where he's been better.
Well, I must go back to Specsavers.
Well, clearly you haven't been watching because I have.
I have been watching. Right, and I'm
I
sorry.
can think of 4 or 5 instances where he's been better and Maitland-Niles has been poor this season.
Go on in. Explain.
Okay, well, if we go back to the first Europa League game when he played, yeah, how many times in that game did he go forward or create any chances? He was literally sitting on the halfway line doing freaking Willian's job for him. That's the first one. Second, in the few games that he's actually played, he literally does nothing creating forward, and he's just defensively poor. He's been poor, man. And then if you look
He
at
is
Bellerin,
defensively poor, and you're comparing him to Bellerin. Oh my god. Oh god, I've never heard the end of it now. Oh, don't make me laugh, please.
Bellerin has literally gone forward and create chances. It's not his fault that Lacazette hasn't put them away.
TD, I've got to be honest, mate. Right, you've really cheered me up for Thursday. You've given me even more giggles to laugh about when I had my line changed. When I have my line changed on Thursday, I'm going to think about that and I'm going to laugh out loud. Right, and they're going to wonder why I'm laughing.
Watch how well Bellerin does against Leeds tomorrow. Leeds when we play Leeds. Watch how well he.
Trust me, I will. Don't you worry about that. Because I know what is going to happen.
Personally, for me, this would be my team lineup against Leeds. This would be my team. Leno, okay, and then the back three of David Luiz on the right, Gabriel in the middle, Holding on the left. Because Holding as a centre back works better on the left when he's not next to Bellerin. David Luiz works better because he's experienced enough to works next to Bellerin. So he's on the right. Gabriel's in the middle because right foot, left foot, centre backs. Holding on the left, Tierney on the left, Bellerin on the right. Then you have midfield two of Partey and Ceballos. Then you have Pepe on the right, Saka on the left, Aubameyang in the middle.
Yeah, but if you're saying also being realistic, is really any chance Pepe's going on the right?
Probably not, but that's what I'd like to see.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we put our best players in the Europa League.
Even if he does start on the right, if he goes with that team up with only Willian being the added difference, right? Then it's more or less what I said, more or less. But personally, for me, realistically, if I'm looking at that Leeds game, I think you probably play Xhaka because El Nenny's out to COVID. I think you'll play Partey and Xhaka in the midfield, and I think you'll play Maitland-Niles as left wing back, and Tierney in the back three.
Oh yeah, of course we only put Leighton Niles. This is on the fucking left. Oh, he's fucking right-footed. That makes sense, doesn't it? He made his name being a right wing back. Let's not do that. Let's put him on the left because Bellerin's got to go there. Oh Christ! Right. I'll change it to a 3-4-3. I'd put Gabriel right Holding, David Luiz in the back three. Then I'd put Maitland-Niles because, as you said, he's a wing back, so I'll put him as a wing back. Put Tierney as a wing back. Right, and then
you mean the left centre back?
What?
You mean left centre back?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So
no, because you're opening the door to the stiff, which is called Klasnach. No, thank you. I saw it before.
What you're putting Bellerin? You're putting Maitland-Niles and Tierney as wing backs, are you?
Yeah, I'm putting Maitland-Niles on the right wing back, putting Tierney as a left wing back.
He's not going to drop Bellerin. Let's be realistic. He's not dropping Bellerin.
I don't care what he's want to do, but I'm just giving you what I want to do,
Okay,
right?
okay.
And what I'd like to see. And if he was going to play this formation, but Aubameyang's obviously is going to be in the central up front. You put Saka on the left. You put Pepe on the right. Not fucking Willian, who's done fuck all, right? And put Partey and Tobias in the middle. Simple as that. I'm sorry, I'm not hearing this crap as well. That Pepe, because he's found it easier in Europa League because he's playing shit sides in Europa League, that he's been able to be playing better than Willian. Willian has done fuck all.
Agreed. And Pepe should be starting.
Why should Pepe be starting? What do you base that on?
Because he's done more. He's done more than Willian since coming on.
Okay, cool, but that's because he's having an impact on games off the bench. It's easier to have an impact off the bench than to start games. You do know that, yeah?
Yeah, I do. I do like that.
Pepe hasn't done anything at Arsenal to warrant him being your starting main guy. Based on you bought him for 72 mil, hasn't lived up to that price tag.
Well, it's not his fault. He's got a 72 million price tag. Personally, at the moment, if I had to realistically judge his price tag on White when he's been here, I'd say he's probably about a 50 mil player at the moment.
Can I just quickly add as well? Is that right? It gets to a certain point, is that Willian's not playing well enough, right? So you've got to try something different, right? You're gonna have to try something different because it's not working, right? So why not give Pepe the chance? Why not?
Stephen, your whole team is not playing well enough. Not just Willian.
I know that. So you've got to fix things. So you've got to try and see something works, right? So if Willian's not working, try Pepe, right? If Bellerin's not working, try Maitland-Niles, right? But what he's currently doing, which he's currently possessing with, which is plan A, it's not working. And it's creating negativity and creating bad results, which is making everyone react probably in the wrong way at the minute and making people think about whether Arteta should be in or not. He's going to have to try something different. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And it's going to go down one road. And it's going to get mugged. And it will get messy. It gets to a point where people, like Pepe makes such an impact as a sub, which I hear, is that, well, what's he supposed to do then, other than that, to start again? He's done it in Europa League. He's done it in the Carabao Cup. He's done it in the coming off the bench. What else have you got to lose and give it a go?
He's done it in the FA Cup final when we played Chelsea, and how well he played.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, by all means. But yeah, I mean, we'll leave it. We'll find out this weekend, I think.
We've got Leeds, Wolves, and Tottenham in the next 3 games, right? And we should be.
I'm sorry. I don't care. Right? I don't care what you think of Bellerin at all. I'm not pelling Bellerin for the Tottenham game. End of story. I'm not having any sort of player that makes those sort of mistakes, like Bellerin, Kolasinac, none of them. Right? They are. It's going to be Maitland-Niles and Tierney as the wing backs. I don't want to see anything else.
That's for you, but I'm telling you, that's what you want to see. But realistically, that's not what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'll probably know it's not going to happen. A bit like me predicting the football scores, but there you go. And actually, talking about football scores, Prime, your prediction for the Chelsea game? Prime?
Close game.
Who's
Close
Chelsea
game.
playing again?
It'll be Newcastle. Close game, but it'll be difficult. 2-1.
2-1. Okay. TD, what do you think of Newcastle, Chelsea? That's St James's Park.
I think it's going to be a difficult game. I think Chelsea need to watch out for they've got some dangerous players, but I think Chelsea will just edge it. Personally, for me, I think Prime scores might be spot on here.
I'd say 3-1 to be honest. I can't see anything other than a Chelsea win, to be honest. The way they're playing at the minute. And speaking of which, ads has come on, and Chappie.
Oh yeah, mate, you're right.
You mind telling me you're good? Hope everyone's well.
Sorry, I couldn't get on any earlier than this, so.
That's all right. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, can I just say, Lee? I've been watching your channel for quite some time now, and actually, I'm a huge fan of your channel. By the way, I've watched you for quite some time now, and I've really been loving your FIFA streams.
Cheers, mate. Just going with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the way, I was there when you beat Man City 5-2. Yeah, or was it 5-1 or 5-2? Yeah, and you had your son, and your son was loving every minute of it.
It was mad, mate. That game was insane. Shame about the following one with West Ham, though.
Oh yeah,
right.
No.
I hope you men are well.
It's an honor to talk to you, mate, and I appreciate the follow on Twitter that I got back from you, man.
Yeah. So
Stephen, I can barely see you, mate. You might want to take the heading down.
What? I
can barely see you.
I ain't taking no heading down. Some people need to be told.
If they don't know, then they don't know, innit? They're fools.
Someone's already talking crap already. You can't come.
All I'm saying is, I was listening to you and TD talk about Bellerin. Listen, you guys at Arsenal have. Oh, it's really hard to say this. You guys, in the space of obviously the whole team you guys have, so including the substitutes and the current players that you play as starters, you guys only roughly have one world-class player, and that's Arsenal. And you guys are going up against these big teams soon as well. And it's very, 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 very depressing to see you guys in this state, because the thing is, you men are Arsenal, right? And people should be putting respect on Arteta's name, because look at the crap team he has, and he's still taking them places. He's still winning games. He's still winning games.
Thank you.
As well.
I've been trying to drill into Stephen Prime's head all day, and I've literally come on by defending him. Thank you. But Lee, you got a tough game against Liverpool.
Yeah, tell me about it. The thing is, we've still got obviously more international games to play yet, so there could be more injuries yet on the long list of injuries between the two sides. You can make a decent combined 11 with the amount of players that are out. It's unreal.
Speaking of injuries, Liverpool have been burdened by a lot of injuries as well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You could make a combined 11 out of the two teams. You could make a strong combined 11.
Do you think it's because of the fact there's been no sort of summer break?
Bit of everything, isn't it? It's to do with the Premier League and the substitution situation, and the fact that there's international friendlies being played during a fucking pandemic. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
What have I missed? Yeah.
We're talking about Leicester and Liverpool's injuries.
All I'm gonna say now is, why the fuck are
Hang on, Lever's just finished.
Go on, sorry, Lee, mate. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, just saying, like, no international friendlies that are playing, which shouldn't be. Why do we need to play friendlies for?
Yeah, exactly,
why do players need to fly?
Why do people need to be put at risk?
It don't make sense.
Well, Stephen, it's not even football, mate. It's not even football. Schools are not locked down. Some businesses are not locked down, and you know what? It's all fucking Boris's fault. And guess what? This is facts. 10-year-old dies. 10-year-old dies 3 days after going back to school, right? And he had nothing wrong with him. No underlying illness, nothing. This guy's 10 years old, and his brother died. His brother died, right? and the school still isn't shut. You know what it will take? It will take an infant to die for them to fucking put us into lockdown. Stephen, what are you looking at, man?
That's done. I've already expressed my thoughts on that already, and yeah, I think no matter we've already had people that are young adults that have died with nothing wrong with them, right? When the first lockdown hit, and they seem to think that they're invincible.
My dad's gone sick from COVID.
But what a lot of people might realise is then what they realise afterwards is I'm not so well afterwards. Well, you looked after yourself, you wouldn't be that of a problem, would you? Right. If you weren't going out partying until 12 o'clock when the new rules hit, right, that stops you, maybe you wouldn't have a problem.
It doesn't matter though, mate. Schools should not be open. Simple as. It shouldn't be open. And it's lockdown, bro. It's lockdown. And the thing is, right, it says lockdown, right? Every single other country has schools, workplaces, businesses all shut down, gyms locked down. Over here in England, we have fucking gyms opening again. They will be open soon. They will be open on the 3rd week of lockdown, not the 4th when it's actually meant to be opening. On the 3rd fucking week will be open, right? The schools are still open. Disgrace.
But the problem is then some businesses will try to stay open when they've been told to shut.
But the worst thing is
some people like to think they can take the rules in their own hands, and part of me is yes, the government should be responsible for some of it, but then some of it is their own stupidity.
Yeah, but Stephen, it doesn't matter though, because the schools are meant to be shut. End of. The schools are the things that are meant to be shut, bro. Listen, as a kid or someone who has kids should be able to fucking understand. I have underlying illnesses, bro. Yes, my nan caught fucking coronavirus, and now she's got rid of it. Luckily, she got rid of it. But the thing is, yeah, if I catch it, then my fucking body will shut down quicker than most people's will, and I will fucking catch the symptoms quick and easier. Same with you, Stephen.
If I get it, if I get it, right, I might as well start writing my will now. Right?
Exactly.
Wait, Lee,
don't mind me, boys. I'm just making a cup of tea.
Lee, can I just say, yeah, I've been what a player Castagna's been this season for you guys. Lee,
what did he say?
I said what a fantastic player Castagna's been for you guys.
Yeah, oh my word. And again, another injury though, isn't it? That's the problem.
Oh, is he injured?
Yeah.
Is he injured?
Wait, Lee, what team do you support?
Sorry, say again?
What team do you support?
Leicester.
Leicester.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh, nice one, man. It's good to see a Leicester supporter on there, man. Usually it's just Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans, Man United fans.
You wouldn't believe how many times Lee gets called Jamie Vardy in a live stream. It's actually
kind of funny. It looks like Jamie Vardy, bro. Just say that.
Like honestly, like when he live streams like each day, when he watches games, yeah, there's always at least 2 or 3 people in his live stream saying, "Look, Jamie Vardy is live streaming. He should be playing," and you know, like or some such comment.
That's my life.
I'm just reading the news here, and apparently, some people want a fucking Eriksen Xhaka swap. Would you like to take that?
I would. He's better than Xhaka.
He's better than Xhaka, but why would you play him? Why would you play him in an LCM role? He's a cam. And
boys,
I feel like
I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to go make a cup of tea for me and the missus. So I'll show
you. Terry, man.
Thanks for coming on, man.
All right, Lee. Thanks for talking to it. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, what actually I was going to say is about Pogba's comments that I spoke earlier in the show.
Can I just answer Ad's question, and then you can go talk? Yeah, but I think we have personally for me. I think a Xhaka Eriksen swap is a no-brainer. I think he adds creativity to a team where we don't have any. I think we have players who play in the Xhaka role who can play there we're not losing a player that can fit that spot. Like we can put Ceballos there, we can put Partey there, we could put even Willock there, we can put Emil Smith Rowe there. We have players we can put there that would benefit this team. And right now, and also with Eriksen, we could have more of a chance of going to a 4 because we could use him as a number 10.
Yeah, but the thing is, mate, it's just gonna be the same with fucking Paul Pogba. Like, it's the fucking depressing. It's depressing, right? It's for fucking hear people say Pogba's not world class. He is world class. He's world class. And if he fucking played in his role, for a whole season, right, or half a fucking season, then it would prove to you that he is the best fucking centre mid in the world. He is. As of now, he's not showing it because he can't. Because listen, Steve, right? Steve, 1 second, TD. TD, wait. Listen, I would never play Pogba next to Fred because you can't do that unless you fucking play a DM behind them. So you play 2 attackers up front. You play 2 central midfielders, and then you play 2 wide central midfielders. So I would actually play Fred and McTominay there. Then I'd play Pogba and Bruno just a little bit wider than them, play the 2 attackers at the front, play a back line and fucking goalkeeper. That's pretty simple to do. But guess what? The left side is not for Pogba, and we haven't seen Bruno on the left side either. So why the fuck are we not doing that? Because the thing is, Pogba's world class, Bruno's world class, Fred he will be top class. He won't be world class, but he'll be top class because of the way he's fucking carrying on now. McTominay's shit, in my opinion. I just think he's playing well because Fred and Bruno are next to him, and that's facts. The stats say otherwise as well. And I feel like Pogba, Bruno, and Fred are the top influences on our team, with Rashford and Martial up front as well. None other than those 5, bruv. I assure you, fam, none of them 5 will ever really struggle if they're all playing together, and we've seen how they all play well together. So I would never play Bruno, Pogba, and Fred as a midfield 3. You need to have McTominay and Fred there to centralise a central line on their number 2. And obviously you have Bruno and Pogba just a little bit higher above them. Pretty fucking simple to do that. Why can't Oli fucking make his own fucking formation? I'm not trying to fucking say use his fucking tactics.
Can I just say, at the moment, this is me being real, yeah? This is me being real. This is not me trying to dig at Man United at the moment. Man United at the moment, Bruno is your best player at the moment. In fact, Bruno is your best player. Since he's come in, he's revitalized the Man United side since coming in. And that is the reason why you've been on a bit of an up at up until obviously now. I'm just saying, since coming in, he's the reason why you've been on a bit of a up.
Yes.
Now Pogba, right, on his day, he is a world-class player, but he goes missing a hell of a lot as well, right? And the reason why is because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will not get the best out of him. That's the fact. He will not get the best out of him. If he had a proper DM and a proper manager right next to him, Pogba would look much more on it than off it. That's the fact, right?
Yeah, but Bruno has not been our best player though, bro. Fred has. Fred and Bruno, both of them. You can't say Bruno's been better than Fred.
I'm saying in comparison to Pogba, Bruno has been better.
Okay.
I'm saying in comparison to Pogba, but I reckon me looking at your side right now, your 2 best midfielders are Fred and Bruno.
Yes, easy, yeah.
And if you're going to play Bruno and Pogba together, you need to have Matic next to him at the moment, because Matic gives you the licensee for Pogba and Bruno to go forward. But right now, I think if I had to pick a diamond, because that's what you guys are playing at the moment, it would be Matic, Fred, Bruno, and Pogba.
Well, that's the problem though, bro. Matic, I don't think Matic is playing ever again. Well, I'm sorry, I don't think he's going to play in these major games ever again. I think he'll play in the outside Prem Tour competitions, but I don't think he'll be playing in the Prem anytime soon. I feel like that would work, but yes, I'd much rather have Matic over McTominay, but McTominay and Fred is the partnership that needs to be played. So I'd actually put McTominay as a DM because we know we can play there. Then I put Fred, Pogba and Bruno. that's the best midfield you're going to get right now. Because McTominay and Fred are playmakers. Well, you know, scrap that. The facts are McTominay's not a playmaker and Fred is. Simple. Bruno, Pogba, and Fred are playmakers, but Fred is just a little downgrade from them because
I just feel like McTominay gets a little bit exposed when he's with Fred. That's my issue. I think Madge gives you solidity in the midfield.
But it hasn't been like that recently, TD. Hasn't been like that recently.
Can I just quickly move this on to because I'm gonna have to stop soon? I wanted to get your thoughts, ads on the Pogba latest sort of comments and how the media love to spread their own fucking agenda.
Of course they do. It's the fucking media. Of course they do.
Oh, TD, this is why you see this, right? Now, if I hold this as like a can of Stella, right, and I drank it, and I told the media that I keep drinking it, and I've had 6 transplants of it, they'd be all over me like wildfire. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because of how many views it will get, how much outrage it will cause, right? How dare he do all this, right? Right? That's why I've always had that problem in the media when trying to get the story out there.
None of this is Pogba's fault.
Right, and it's the same with Pogba. Pogba's quite easily come out and said he's criticised his own game at Man United for a start, and he needs to improve. So he's outlined he needs to improve for Man United. But if you're going to play for the world champions, France, right, it is going to be a breath of fresh air. I wouldn't blame him for that, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, he's world class. There's a difference between being shit and not performing, and then being world class and not performing. They're gonna be all over him, bro.
What I'm saying is that the media are just taking, as usual, bits and twist it to fit their own agenda, and what will cause, because they know doing that will just send people, like Twitter will go off the fucking roof, right, on Man United Twitter feed, wouldn't it? Right, we'd all be going, Pogba's this, Pogba's that, da. Right, when they read the facts, they're like, oh shit, right, we got that wrong. Right, and and even Fabrizio Romano has even said this, right, and has done this, which is outrageous, even by his standards. And I've always known Romano to be quite a credible source.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a shame for him to go down that that sort of standard.
Well, yeah, that's the thing with football. People change. Football changes people. But yeah, Steve, I wasn't only meant to come on here for a few minutes, mate. I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish up anyway. So
sweet.
Because I've been going for a while. Because I've got stream tomorrow, and then I've got to be up early on Thursday because I've got to have my line changed and then hopefully have the infusions at home, so things will be a bit easier. So, but yeah, thanks for coming on anyway, mate.
Yeah, man, don't worry, bro. I'm always here to come on, man.
Right, and yeah, thanks to everyone that's tuned in. Right, and by the way, like you haters that tried to come out, by the way, like I've said in the chat, if you want to fucking speak the truth, and you say you speak the truth, come on here and make your point, right? Because in terms of world champions, I will run your mouth to the ground. Simple as that, right? Because all the records say completely the opposite. You just hate him for one particular reason, right? If you can't accept an achievement such as this, what it says at the bottom here, you've got an agenda. End of story. But yeah, and what he's trying to use from that is brilliant as well, such as diversity and equality and stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, thanks for coming on anyway, and thanks for everyone that's tuned in. And I'll be back tomorrow with England versus Iceland. And yeah, one last. Any time for your bedtime. Oi, only I can do that. Yeah. Anyway.
Think about any methods.
Right. See you guys soon.